I'm Sybrich and welcome to our tiny house. This is Warja, my husband, and together with the four of us we live just here. This is our living room. Since we have a little son of 7 months, there is always more stuff coming in. So we have our changing mat as well, which we could hide. We use the fire stove as our heating system for in winter, so luckily we didn't have to use it so much these days. We only do the fire in this very small front thing, so we have to put it upwards, and then the heat goes to the back. It goes once time that it goes up, it goes down again, and then it only comes out, so it has like a double heating. When it turns about 100 degrees, this one goes like, this one moves itself. And we actually don't use it even that much. Only in the morning when it's very cold, but then it's already enough because it does get quite warm quite easily. But no, it's actually quite good. It's never really too hot. The only thing is we cannot keep it burning for hours and hours because the wood goes like in the length. And then, yeah, but we're quite happy with it.
And it stays hot during the night, or in the morning it's fresh? Right?
In the morning it's fresh. First winter we were here, we didn't really mind. It was just the two of us and we were having breakfast and went outside and it was okay for us. But yeah, with our boy of 3-4 months, then yeah, we had to. So we did this panel actually. It's on electricity. It's very local warmth, of course, but that was perfect for us. So because we don't really like a warm bedroom. We love to cook, so we thought it was very important to have a large kitchen as well as a large dining table where we can invite friends and still have a good dinner. So in summer times we can use actually electricity to cook on, and we chose for the 4 spots. So in winter we can use it and switch it to gas, since unfortunately that we do not have enough solar power.
Like you put another one gas?
Yeah. So it is exact. Well, we can put this one out.
Okay.
And the other one has the exact same measurements, and we can put the other one in because we then don't have enough power since we're completely off-grid situated. But I think from about April till October we're able to cook with electricity. We do have like a fridge.
That's nice. So
Yeah, as well as a washing machine. And then all the, well, we're really good in hide all the things in our cupboard. We thought it was very important that we had a lot of light, since obviously it's not too big. So yeah, we would love to get outside as much inside as possible. So yeah, with the architect we designed the windows.
And all windows are wooden?
All windows are wooden, yeah.
Double glass?
And double glass.
What is the material on those countertops?
Concrete and wood. So it's also very, in Amsterdam you even have a building that it's used outside, but we had it in our previous house as a kitchen and it worked very well. So it's not too expensive, it's light, and then yeah, easy to combine.
And then on the floor you have tiles?
We have some tiles. Yeah, we saw it. We were inspired, obviously. We did do a lot of researching on social media and we found the idea somewhere and we really liked it. So we fit it in our own kitchen too. You
knew already that you'll be in this spot part? Because it has huge windows and no curtains?
No, it was very lucky actually. No, we started building without it. We had a spot, so and it also worked out very well with the position we have. It was perfect, so we were actually quite lucky with it. Yeah. Yeah.
Because in other place maybe you would need a curtain.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you planning curtains? Or?
Well, we do have one in the bedroom. And we do think of it from time to time, but more to get the cold and the heat out. For now, obviously, our neighbors are sheep, so yeah, we don't necessarily have to do it for that. But luckily, we can open a lot of doors. For now, it's working quite good. Also, yeah, the table is made by ourselves. Actually, yeah, my husband built the whole house, and so he's now building tiny houses as a living. Since we were traveling for almost a year in our camper van. And then, same as you, decided that we don't need that much space any longer. So He's actually a furniture maker, and then he thought, well, let's make our own house.
What is there on the wall?
On the wall, it's actually Norwegian. Yeah, how do you call this in English? In Dutch, it's called moss, like which you find also in the forest on the ground. And it has a double functions, and it gets a bit of the moisture out of the air.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, for the sound, it does a bit of trick. Adds a bit of volume into the house. So, and we thought it was just like, we first attempted to do the whole wall, but that in the end was a bit too much as well. It was a little too expensive. And we thought it's like a natural piece of art. Exactly. And we designed the large wall actually, which is then directly also our spacing as well as our closet.
Okay.
We have like 3 big closet doors, which then enters into our bedroom. When we built the house, we did think of maybe at some time we might be lucky to have children, but well, didn't know it yet and didn't know if it was possible, of course. So we decided to do the bed a little higher, but not too high because of the heat. We didn't want to have like the to sleep too high, but to leave a little bit of extra space. So our little boy is actually sleeping underneath us.
And later on, it's enough space for a mattress.
Exactly. Later on, it's enough space to put a mattress, and then we actually would design a real own bedroom. But for now, he seems to be perfectly happy with this.
How high is now the bed?
It's about 1 meter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It's like queen size bed.
Queen size, yeah. Yeah, so we had to build in a little bit within our window, so we could keep our bathroom with his next door, a little bit wider. So we built it in just a little bit, and then here we have our curtains. And then we can look up at the stars, if we would like to. And then next door you may find the bathroom. Since we're completely off grid, we have like a compost toilet. At first we started with a very simple one, where we still have to use the sawdust, the one that was working with sawdust. But in the end it was just a mess every time. So since a short time we invested in actually a real kind of toilet. So we don't need the sawdust any longer, and it still separates both of them. And we have to empty it in about every 2 weeks, I guess. So that's not too bad.
So you have just biodegradable bag?
Yeah,
inside?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you just do your business and
Yeah.
don't do anything anymore?
And anything else anymore. And it then, because there is a small ventilator, it does the air outside. So, yeah. So, and there is no smell any longer. Again, we use like the wall as a closet in once for our shower, which is then just here. Since we're off grid, we were very happy it was raining today, since it gave us some possibility to use the shower again. And that directly is the small bath for our son too. So it's just a very small bucket, which he really enjoys as his bathtub.
What is material made from? The wall?
This is the only thing which is not so natural, since of course it has to be because of the water, and it's from epoxy.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work.
What's here?
Oh, that's actually our guest book from our wedding. So we didn't have a book, but most of our guests, not everybody fitted in, everybody found it, but a lot of our guests found it. By then we didn't know yet we were living in a tiny house, so it was designed to as a coat rack, but then it turned out to be in our bathroom.
And do you know the dimensions of the house?
Yes, our house is 10 meters long, and it's 3 meters wide. But then with the isolation excluded, we have about 25 square meters inside. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this upper windows? Was the plan immediately, or it came with building process?
Well, we actually did have the help of an architect while we designed it, because we are quite enthusiastic people. So usually we come up with an idea and Warja starts building directly. But now we thought it's our house where we want to live in for a while, so we thought about having a good plan. And then actually Warja's parents helped us out and said, well, you might want to go and just to, get the details. So Matthijs really helped us with, the exterior, also with the interior, but mostly the exterior and also our windows. And it was his idea to put them like this in the roof. And since we built it ourselves, it was also, we could afford it, because obviously, it has all these weird measurements. It's quite expensive if somebody else has to do it, but in this way, we could manage. In our visual design, since we thought about the 3 different areas, we actually wanted to lift this area just a little bit. So there originally was like a step planned just here, but then we thought it might just not be that easy, since then this would be very small, and then you're not flexible any longer with any furniture or whatsoever. So in the end, we decided not to. And we're very happy we didn't, because now we have our son, and then, it would have been quite challenging, I guess, because now we can move things out quite easy. Like when he was first born, there are still things here, because here there was his bed at first. So he was sleeping here close to the heating. And then we could move the couch and everything. So everything has rolled around quite a bit.
Welcome outside. We have 2 tanks to collect the rainwater. They are 1,000 liter each. We have a roof with a lot of angles. So we have 2 sides. Here one tank, and at the other side another tank to collect it.
How long usually last?
Last year we collected like 7,000 liters of rainwater. That's all we used. Yeah, we also have 6 solar panels on the roof. And I designed the house. The angle of the roof is the ideal angle for the solar panels. And we have one part of the roof is facing to the south and to the east, and one part is facing to the south and to the west. So the sun is the whole day going over the roof, and we are collecting as much as possible sun. So.
How much in total? Kilowatts, watts?
It's each panel is 320 watts.
Okay.
So 6, yeah.
So basically it's enough except February, January?
Exactly. The first year it was enough, even in January and February. And now we have a little child, and then we need some heating in the night. And the heating panel takes a lot of power. It's like 600 watts, and for that we take some power from the neighbors. We have 4 Victron batteries, 230 amps. Yeah, exactly. 12 volts, and we have 4 of them. And we have a 24 volts system. Yeah, exactly.
So they're in parallel and in series.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And this is I really like this thing from Victron. It's all, everything is together in this thing.
So it's MPPT, solar charge controller, battery charger.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and also the different groups for the house are also included.
And how big is inverter?
3,000 watts. And it has a peak of like 4,000, 4,500, something like that. We also have the filters from the rainwater.
Yeah.
And we have a 4-stage filter. It's working right now. This noise is the pump.
You have like 30-liter bottles?
I think it's 10 liters. Or maybe
you exchange
10 kilo, I think. Yeah.
10 kilogram, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 20 liters almost.
Okay. Yeah. And we just use then 4 of those in a year. We also have like a grey water tank, because the plan was to stay here for a half year or a year, and that's why we installed the grey water tank. We have also a big window in the roof, so we can check out the stars at night. And it's also really nice for fresh air, just under the bed and above, so we have some circulation.
And what material for the roof did you use? What is that?
APDM.
It's rubber.
It's rubber, yeah. It's really easy to do it yourself. So we traveled for a year by van, and then we noticed it's really nice to live in a small house and close to nature, and also cheap, and you can spend some more money on food, for example. And we also thought about buying a bigger house or a farm, and then we thought, then the mortgage is really high, so then a small house has a lot more advantage. So then we started to build a tiny house for ourselves, and we really liked it. And then people came to ask if I wanted to build a house for them. And that's how I started my company, building the tiny houses. And now I built almost 4 tiny houses now. So we just started.
If someone wants to order the tiny house, where they can find you?
You can find me on tinyworks.nl.
Okay. And you have Instagram as well? Or?
I have also Instagram, yeah. We build all the houses from sustainable materials and also local materials. We have our own sawmill, so we buy the trees from local people who cut down the trees, and then we cut them in boards and make the tiny houses of them. So in that way we want to contribute on the sustainable living. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for showing your tiny house.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for watching. All the links you will find in the description below, and see you in the next one. Cheers!